feature match of the 2016 YugiTuber Grand Championship. In this match, we have the one and only Mkohl40 going up against the legendary iPokem0ni in this intercontinental battle. And with us for this commentary, we have the one and the only Glasgow Yu-Gi-Oh!
Glasgow, with a hard W at the end.
Hard W. What's going on, my friend?
I'm okay. So we've got Mr. Mkohl going out with the pendulums. That's interesting. So for people not aware of our rules, you're only allowed one archetype per round. So it's interesting that he's going with the full power, like potential best deck of the format, just straight off round one. He's not messing around, or maybe he is and thinks that he's not gonna last, so he goes with the full power from the start.
Well, you were kind of discussing in your stream how you were kind of thinking about doing the best deck first and kind of just working your way down towards the end. So, I mean, he could be taking that route as well.
Yeah, I think it's like such an amazing rule. I really like commend you for that. I think it's gonna create a lot of creativity in this tournament, because obviously, you know, like you play the best deck and then it's like now you're stuck playing, you know, potentially like Telenites or something awful round 5, you know.
Right, exactly. It's like, it's almost like meta on top of meta at this point, which is really just, I thought it was just genius. So, I mean, I couldn't be happier to see what people are going to do with it, to see what decks people kind of want to run out of the gate with, especially in this first round.
Yeah.
So, Robbie just doing typical, you know, Pepe stuff. Actually looks like he just ends on a Dinosaur Joker and set one, so that's
I can't even tell what's in his scales. It's like,
I think it's a Turtle and a Monkey board.
Oh yeah, I see that level 6. Okay, cool.
With our DN After Dark here. We see Terratop coming down from iPokem0ni, so potentially maybe Burning Abyss or Phantom Knights?
Yeah, he gets that Taketomborg, and yeah, he's probably playing Burning Abyss unless he actually is like playing Speed Droids.
I don't know. Specials the Taketomborg, and oh, Robbie's gonna hit it with the Warning.
Is that Warning?
That looks like it's a Warning. And yeah, he paid 2k, it's Warning.
Alright, okay. Summon Fiendish Rhino, yep.
Yeah.
So he's definitely playing Burning Abyss. It's interesting he warning that.
I think Robbie figured if he didn't have the Rhino, iPokem0ni's hand is dead, because he couldn't summon any of the other, he couldn't have summoned either of the Burning Abyss because the Terratop.
Yeah.
So.
It's actually kind of smart in hindsight.
Yeah.
So he mills Instant Fusion,
Terratop, and Tour Guide sucks.
Oh, Tour Guide. Oh, there we go.
So now I'm just curious to know. It's interesting he's playing Instant Fusion.
Oh yeah, what the hell? What is this deck?
So now I'm really curious to see what goes on now. He's gonna mill the Graph from the Rhino, possibly summon out Skarm. Yeah, it looks like Skarm based off the stat line on DN After Dark here.
It's just like every card's like a beginning of the end to me right now.
It's so great because even we're gonna be surprised at what they play because we won't even know.
Yeah. Okay, that's a Seer.
That's a Saber Invoker. What the fuck is he playing?
So this gets him a Warrior from the deck.
It does. Okay, detaching Skarm, and it looks like he's gonna get Heroic Challenger Extra Sword.
So it's what's this? Instant Fusion.
Instant
okay,
fusion.
Cool. Right. So interesting.
So we've got Burning Abyss, Heroic Burning Abyss. Is that what we call this?
Have you seen this before? I don't know what he's playing.
I haven't seen this either. Like, I'm just as shocked as you are right now.
Yeah, so he brings back Rhino, so that's going to get him an extra mill potentially next turn, and then he can probably overlay for a Castel, I think, of like hit a Scale, hit Dynastar maybe.
Well, and that's a 3k Castel, so he can actually run over the
Oh, is that
Dynastar.
3k?
Yeah, because Heroic Sword or Extra Sword gives it an extra 1k. So it's on 3k right now.
What is going on?
What were we just saying about we're going to see some creative decks coming out from the first round?
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm just, like, creative is one thing, you know, because you have, like, creative, you know, you have, like, a Linthio level of creative with, like, Skull Servants, you know, no offense, like, I understand, but it's not the greatest deck. But this seems to be working.
Oh my god, and look at this field, and now he can use the Castel to detach and possibly spin back one of the scales, so Robbie's going to have to complete his scale. You'd probably want to spin back... Possibly, I don't know. Would you spin back a Turtle just because high scales are
always the Turtle, because like it means that if he doesn't have a Performapal high scale, then keyboard just locks him out because it's now a scale 4.
Right, exactly. And it looks like Robbie's just adjusting his life points there as well. And he also needs to make sure he shuffles the Turtle back rather than putting it in the extra deck.
And now he's going to get a Scarm Search in the end phase as well for not a tour guide, because he did mill that.
Yeah,
and that cast out is permanently 3k, I believe.
Yeah, it is permanently 3k, which poses quite a threat because now, I mean, I don't know. This is pretty good. Robbie really just needs to be able to pull off the scale at this point, and then he can make probably a pretty easy comeback. But if he's not, I mean, he's screwed. And it looks like Pokemon-I doesn't have any targets for Scarm.
Wow, okay. So if I was Robbie, I would have asked to see his deck there.
I would have too. Yeah. Because, I mean, you're allowed to, so why wouldn't you just want to see exactly what your opponent... After seeing this first turn of fucking Burning Abyss and Heroics, like, who knows what else he's playing?
Yeah, like, because I'd want to look at his deck and see, like, you know, what kind of traps, if he's playing any, and this kind of stuff. Okay, so he has a high skill Former Pow. He's a Lizard draw.
That's good. At least he has some comeback here, and he has the Eccentric in the extra deck as well, so he can actually deal with the 3k Castel pretty easy now.
Now, if he doesn't have access to Ignister here, then this is not going to be too great. He's Pendulum 5, but I mean, all these monsters on the field are now going to be wasted for Xe materials and stuff instead of like Synchro Summons with Ignister.
Yeah, and so it looks like he's going to Sorcerer away the Monkey board so he can possibly grab... What would you grab here? Maybe another... Oh, Silverclaw. Interesting.
He has a normal summon tier, so he's probably going to use that Silverclaw for another normal summon, then overlay.
Possibly. So he's gonna... I was actually gonna play Silverclaw. Okay.
Alright, okay, so I guess he wants that draw.
Maybe,
He's probably thinking like he really needs to draw into that.
Into that luster.
Yeah, or face off. Which kind of begs the question, why didn't he just pop both scales and go for Turtle Lizard draw, but Mkohl probably not playing Master Race Triple Turtle like me.
Master Race Triple Turtle. And so we see the Master... Oh, he drew into the Wavering Eyes. Okay.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay, now he's got Luster.
Yeah, so now this is pretty much going to take his board to an entire new level now, because now he can just do a lot of shenanigans.
Now he's like Ignister Dweller, and that's going to be Wrist and Pepperoni, I think.
I don't even know if you really necessarily need Dweller, because like the Rhino can't send anything, because obviously he's out of targets from Scarm. The only thing that's really you want to stop with Dweller is Dante, but even so, it's like the recursion with that's not even that, you know, troubling to deal with.
So that kind of begs the question, what the hell these other 27 cards in his deck are, if they're not Burning Abyss cards.
All the more reason that he should have seen the deck, and then we could have, we would know for ourselves. But in any case, it looks like Robbie's just going off. You know, he went into Magister Paladin, and now he's just probably going to go into a Dynaster here, by the looks of it.
Ignister, bring out something from the deck if you still got targets.
No, there's I was going to say, I think Luster was the middle card, so I think he just went the wrong one. It's hard to tell because, you know,
I know.
Black, but...
It's trying to, like, judge these cards by their life points, attack points.
By attack points, yeah. It's okay. I mean, we're trying to use DevPro and YGOPro as much as we can, but in this case, the two of them couldn't, I guess, collaborate to get that to work. So, I mean, that's when we resort to DN, but it's okay. I mean, luckily, stat lines are still visible, so, I mean, that's pretty much all we're going by at this point.
Yeah.
So he goes for a second Magister.
I feel like he could have made double Ignister this turn, somehow.
That's definitely possible. I think, too, if he just decided to route it differently. But, I mean, with this board, he can at least... Okay, so he's going to play the scale. Probably going to use that for Ignister? Spinning away the Dante.
Spin Dante.
Okay. Yeah. And see, now you don't even have to worry about Dweller at all by doing that.
So attack over the Rhino first, potentially.
Yeah. I was actually going for the Invoker. Okay.
So he's going to be left on 2 cards and no Scarm Search in the end phase because he ran out of targets, so I don't really know what he can do here. Dark Core Raigeki or bust.
And Robbie can probably overlay for either a Felgrand or a Harbinger, probably.
Yeah, and that
latter.
just like secures the game, I'd say.
Oh, well, I mean, we don't know. Because with what iPokem0ni is playing, he might have, you know...
I just can't think like what he has, like even like crazy unrealistic cards, you know, because Harbinger's gonna negate a spell. So,
You never know. This tournament is notorious for crazy shit happening. So it's definitely possible. But even
have you played your game yet? Wait, are you even in it?
Yeah, I'm in it. I have it.
Okay.
Well, I'm playing Linthio. We haven't played yet. We're still figuring it out. And you're playing, I think you're
Team
playing
Innovation.
Yeah, and then you play the winner of House of Champions and Kanye West 315, I believe.
Yeah.
So we got the
double search in the end phase.
Magister Paladin search in the end phase. That's really strong, especially backed by the number 38 on top of it. So
yeah,
I mean, and that he just scoops it up because it's like you were saying. I don't really think there's a lot he can do after that.
So he's gonna go first. Interesting. I didn't see any traps or anything like that in his deck game one. So curious to see what he's thinking.
Those 27 cards, man. You never know.
Yeah.
They could all be traps.
That's not great.
Yeah, that's pretty inoptimal. I mean, he couldn't even get out of Dante or anything first turn, which is pretty bad, especially going up against a 6-card hand Draco Pals.
Yeah. Sorcerer.
Sorcerer Silverclaw.
Okay, so could see a wavering here.
Here's a wavering.
Yep.
So good start.
Search out that Joker or keyboard and go from there. That back row easily assumed to be a strike. Worst case scenario.
He's taking Lizard Draw. That's interesting. Does he already have the Joker, maybe?
He's probably got Guitar.
Oh, he might go for the draw.
Lizard Draw and...
Master.
Okay, that's odd.
So he's probably going to... Yeah, he's going to pendulum back the Sorcerer, probably pop Scales, and then maybe go for... I don't know. He already used one Lizard Draw. I think he could get, like, Joker or something here.
Yeah, that's probably what he's going for.
Or he could go for Turtle Lizard
Go for the
Draw.
Pot of Greed.
Potentially. Yeah, okay, so he's just going to go for the free 2 cards there. Just do some deck thinning. So get Turtle, Lizard Draw, simple stuff, nothing new here. He's still got his normal summon, though, so if he gets something good off of these draws, unless he already has the Joker potentially as well, I mean, that could just solidify his board at this point.
I think it might be safe to say that back row's probably nothing. Okay, he's got another Wavering Eyes.
He's got another Wavering Eyes, that's bad.
That Wavering Eyes, sorry, that back row's probably not anything, because I feel like you would strike the Sorcerer, even if it's just a Pendulum of 2.
Yeah.
Because you don't want him to search out 2 cards from his deck.
I agree. So, it's not Strike, it's not Warning, it's not Scolding, because he probably would have used all 3. If it was any of those 3, he probably would have used it at this point.
Yeah. Okay, so he's going for a normal summon of Luster. Synchro for Ignister. If anything happens to Ignister, he's still got Luster in his extra deck, so it's no biggie.
Yep. And at that point, and then you can also get the special off the Ignister, and then possibly go into...
Then spin something.
Yeah. Let's see what he does.
What is that back row? It's done nothing. Like, it must be a bluff of some sort, or dead instant fusion maybe.
It's possible. I mean, it could be anything though. We really don't know. But we see the painful decision come down really late. So it looks like he sent
he's just going for the vectors. Okay. He's probably ran out of targets for the master.
I would imagine he's already used. I think. No, actually, that might have been only the first one. I'm not sure. Oh no, he popped the other one with Wavering Eyes, I think.
So Dinosaur, get one back from the graveyard, and spin something, and then overlay.
Oh, looks like... Oh, maybe he grabbed the wrong one because of the, the lack of pictures on DN.
Oh, did he mean to get Master?
Yeah,
I think he meant to get Master. Okay, now he's run out of targets as well, so this is awkward.
Yeah, I think he's... well, let's see what he's going to do.
I'm pretty sure he sent Vector, did he not?
Well, it looks like he's in the grave right now, so maybe he's fixing it. Oh, he sent Master. Okay.
Yeah, because he ran out of targets. That makes sense. Okay, cool. Well, this is awkward because now he can't use Ignister's effect.
So yeah, I think he's just kind of fixing the game state at this point.
Yeah, I'm a little lost.
Yeah. Okay, so now he's resolving the painful decision. So he sent the actual vector.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So he just went back a little bit. Okay, that's what he did. So the Ignister still got the special of the Master. He has Vector in hand now, and now he's gonna bring back out the Dinosaur. Okay, I see what he's doing because he had the other 2 monsters there. So now he just returned that to get the Dinosaur and get him back to where he was. Just
how did he make that Dinosaur if he had the Vector out on the field?
He had another.
So he had the Master special from Ignister and then fused that. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, I think it was something along those lines. But the Ignister's going to spin back the set monster because at this point, it's like you were saying, the back row is like no fear at this point.
Yeah. Do we know the card in hand? If it's not keyboard, it's a bit of a weird situation.
Yeah, I don't think we do, actually. I think it's an unknown. But, you know, going into number 38 is always nice, so...
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't seem too great. Like, he cleared one monster by going neg 3. like in reality, that's what's happened.
It's pretty terrible, yeah. But, I mean, in the situation he's in, it's actually okay. Oh, special summoning Assault Halberd. God, I haven't seen that card in a while.
So this is like the Cyber Dragon guy, right?
Correct. Yeah, so he can be special summoned if Robbie controls a monster and he doesn't have any. It has piercing, and then when it does damage, he can search out a heroic monster, I believe.
Okay, so that's a 3/2 armor ninja.
That's pretty good because it clears number 38 pretty easily.
doesn't that do stuff in the damage step?
Blade Armor Ninja, you detach a material and it gets to attack twice.
No, Harbinger. It does something
Harbinger?
like by redirecting and increasing attack or something like that, does it not? Apparently not. He
I
didn't use the
think-
effect of ninja though.
No, I find that interesting that he didn't just detach. I wonder if there was a reason. Oh, and Robbie had the Regeki. That's rough.
Oops. There we go.
So maybe that's... Okay, that was the card in hand then. So maybe that's why he felt confident just having the number 38, because he's like, well, whatever he plays, I can just nuke the board.
Like a normal summon Flash Knight.
Flash Knight. That's pretty good.
What is the reason for this? I've seen people play this recently. It's just like a high scale
scale?
searchable off painful decision. That's it.
Yeah, I think that's... I mean, that's a valid reason. I mean, it's got a good stat line, too, so hey, why not?
I mean, I would just rather play Dragong, which is Earth, and it lets you make Nat Beast.
It's searchable
It's the
via
same
Roto,
card.
too, so maybe. I don't know.
Okay, he's got
But
Terratop
he
here.
top-decked the Terratop.
Go for the Dante. I mean, Mkohl only has himself to blame here. Like, he literally went like neg 4 to clear one monster with no follow-up.
I know. This could be good. This could be the break that iPokem0ni needed to come back. So Takatown board coming down. Like you were saying, probably going to go into Dante to maybe get some mills.
Yep.
Or not, just go back into Invoker because, you know, he's just going to next level us like the god that he is. Going into, it looks like Extra Sword again. And, oh, wait, he flipped the, is that, oh, it's called the Haunted. That's what it was.
Alright, okay, so this lets him go into bigger monsters and stuff with Extra Sword.
So that lets him make
that
4100 Gandiva.
Gandiva?
That's pretty fucking good.
When a level 4 lower monster is special summoned to your opponent's side of the field, detach one and destroy it.
Yep.
Oh, monsters! Wow,
Monsters,
that's
yep.
awesome.
So that would stop a pendulum summon if Robbie somehow manages to make even an attempt at a comeback. So
Yeah.
that's pretty good. So I don't know what at this point Robbie's gonna do. He top decks into back. Oh my god, that's exactly 350. He wins.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
What a way to go out. Oh my god, that...
Robbie, you did not deserve that.
Everything taken care of. Well, that's going to do it. Mkohl40 moves on to the next round. Thank you all so much for watching the video. We'll see you in the next match.